Right, we were Cieron Keane then, just to talk about his move to Kidderminster over the summer, close to pre-season starting. You can see the grass growing. Is it the time where a footballer starts to get that itch to get playing again?
Yeah, it's always like you have your summer off, and you're always like, well, I can't wait for the summer just to rest. And after about 2 weeks, you're dying to get back into it again. Anyway, you start, like everyone says, oh, it's nice to have a rest, obviously for the legs and that, but in your mind, you just want to be playing football. So I'm buzzing to be getting back playing again, really. Obviously, good ground, good team, so looking forward to it.
And it's a long, hard season, isn't it? Over 9 months, you only get a couple of months, if that, away from it. But it seems a lot longer than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit different for me this year because obviously I went to the Vardy Academy. So it was normally when the season's done, I have about 2-3 weeks of not doing anything, just rest the legs and then start running again. Whereas this season, I finished the season and I had like probably a week off, started running again, obviously in preparation for the Vardy Academy, which was a good experience. And obviously Guards was there as well, which is how obviously this came about, and he's a good bloke, and I had a chat with him there and everything was sweet, really, so a bit different.
Obviously that will have played a part in that. Why else Kidderminster for you? Obviously you've talked about the facilities and the ground, but it's a club you're familiar with, at least in terms of being local with Worcester last year.
Just the full time, and obviously the background of the club, and from the manager to the assistant to obviously the chairman. Obviously it's well known, and obviously with the full time it helps. Like last season being part time, obviously I enjoyed it at Worcester, but obviously like no disrespect to him, but it's part time and it's not what I want to do. It's full time football is what I want to do, and this has given me a platform to obviously come and play.
How would you describe yourself as a footballer?
It's a hard one, that. I'd like to think I've got a bit of pace, aggressive, can play left back, left wing, and got chucked around a few other positions last season, but that's it really. Just obviously enthusiasm, just run around and work hard, and that's me really.
And you got a lot of experience of this league, obviously, especially last year, although the season didn't go as you would have liked. Played a lot of games and came up against a lot of tough opposition, and despite the end of the season, held your own for a fair amount at that time as well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hard one at Worcester, because obviously we started the season quite well for Worcester's obviously past of obviously being clinging on to relegation most seasons, and obviously we did alright, and we were scoring goals and conceding goals at the same time, but it was one of them where we did alright for Worcester. We were doing alright, and then all of a sudden we got to, when would it have been? It was after Christmas, a couple of months after Christmas, and obviously they told us that we think we're obviously going to take voluntary relegation, and then all of a sudden players started leaving, and I got offered to leave, but it was one of them where it was, why would I leave with a couple of months left of the season? Just wait until the summer and stick to my task that I had in hand at Worcester, which we did do. Me and my brother, it was both kind of like trying to dig in and not try to get a relegation on your CV. If the club want to voluntarily relegate themselves, that's up to them. But it was
knuckling down and getting to hard work.
Yeah, just work hard and try obviously keep the club up. Like really, it was just a bit of a weird one. So as soon as they said that it was voluntary relegation, everyone jumped ship. Like Lee Hughes left, our other striker left, and we ended up playing the rest of the season with a defensive midfield player up front. And then obviously we did get relegated, so it was a bit of a strange one for me personally, where I wanted to progress and do well and work hard, but you always had that in the back of your mind that the team's going to go down anyway. And to be fair, who knows what would have happened if Worcester had stayed in the league. It's just sliding doors, and you don't know what would happen.
And what have the management team here said to you about the season coming? Because this is a league that year on year only seems to get tougher, doesn't it? But
yeah.
You're excited for that challenge? Yeah,
I'm excited for it. Obviously, I know quite a few players have left from here, gone to Firewood and other teams, and it's a good challenge. And obviously I've spoke majority to Guards at the Vardy Academy, and he was having a good chat with me and saying, look, he said we'll have a chat after the Vardy thing, obviously see if anything comes from it, and he had a good chat and just said, look, I think you would suit the way we play, attacking wise, and obviously I went on holiday. And he didn't phone me while I was on holiday. He said, I won't phone you while on holiday, I don't want to bother you, sort of thing. I said, look, I don't mind. And then he gave me a call and just said, look, there's an offer for you on the table. And the manager phoned me about half an hour after I agreed to it, really. and just said he wanted to welcome me to the club, and sorry, so he wanted to welcome me to the club, and just basically say he's looking forward to working with me and getting ready for the new season.